Hello everyone, we are from Team Bad Genius. My name is Lim Han Wei and I'll be the first presenter. Let me just give a brief introduction of the case. So the company that is involved in this case is Mentara Bhd. It is founded by Dato Johan and his wife Datin Jamila. It is a family-run business as they provide a wide range of products, including food and beverages, home appliances, and also garments. They've actually changed their status from a private to a public company. Therefore, they are required to establish their own internal audit function due to the Bursa listing requirements. It seemed like a very straightforward decision at first, but unfortunately, they've encountered issues in both proposed alternatives, which are to promote internal staff and to outsource the internal audit function. It is highly suggested that the main cause of this problem is due to the lack of corporate governance, as some of the rules, processes, and practices of Mentara Bhd are a bit questionable to its objectivity. With that being said, the responsible party for ensuring proper corporate governance is the audit committee, as they are tasked to actually oversee the internal control and to manage appointments of auditors. As for Mentara Bhd, the audit committee consisted of Datin Jamila as the chairperson, Jalil and 3 other directors as the members. So for the remaining of the video, we'll be actually putting a microscope on the audit committee as we will discuss further on what makes the audit committee to be ineffective. And we will actually propose suggestions on how to improve the audit committee of Mentara Bhd as a whole. So without further ado, I'll pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Atira Sofina and I will be presenting about the first issue, which the audit committee members do not have the skills, knowledge and experience. First of all, the audit committee members have 4 members, which are Jalil and the other 3 other directors, while the Datin Jamila is the chairman of the audit committee. Jalil and the other 3 other directors, including Datin Jamila, do not have the financial expertise and they are not members of Malaysian Institute of Accountants MIA. The issue also started when the company outsourced Mac & Co to prepare both external and internal audit report, but the audit committee members do not have knowledge and skills to actually evaluate the external report. So they just leave the decision-making process to Datuk Johan. The first solution is to ensure that all audit committee members must have the financial expertise. So at least one member must have the accounting or the management expertise. Under the Code of Corporate Governance, at least one member shall be a member of Malaysian Institute of Accounting MIA, or if not a member of MIA, they must have at least 3 years of working experience. The audit committee members must be carefully selected by the company. So the requirement of the audit committee members are very important for the company. All new audit committee members should receive a detailed, structured, and personalized induction, which includes the committee charter, minutes and reports, key accounting principles, regulatory, risk and control framework, and in-depth session with report management. The second solution is by implementing the relevant training or education programs for the audit committee members to carry out their duties in the right manner. The members should attend management briefings, formal training, and other site visits to expand or improve their knowledge on the related accounting, auditing industry, and also other regulatory requirements. Training programs, guidance, and other support resources are necessary to ensure that all audit committee members are up to date on the current trends in accounting. So that is all for me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chong Shu Hong. I will discuss about the second issue, which is there is a lack of commitment among the audit committees. We can see that the audit committees only meets once a year, which is before annual general meeting. Since Mentara Bhd has become a public listed company, there are more issues that should be discussed, and it is impossible for them to only hold the meetings once a year. Even though the audit committees do not meet frequently, but they are using email circulation to discuss and review all matters that have been raised. By using email circulation as a proper channel of communication, misunderstood among the audit committees would occur. This is because different people would understand the same things differently. Some important email might also be overlooked by the audit committees. This is because their emails will always be fully loaded as they are holding two positions in the company. Lastly, when there are more than one issue that has been discovered, it is very difficult to discuss it through email circulation because you have to wait for the replies and brainstorm individually. All of the matters are related to the company as a whole, and it does not only rely on one person's judgment. Hence, it is very important to have sufficient meetings a year in order to ensure that the audit committees are well aware of the situation of the company at all times. There are two solutions to this issue, which are appoint a qualified secretary and proper plannings of meeting. Mentara Bhd board should appoint a qualified secretary as listed in section 235 of Companies Act 2016. He would assist the audit committee's chairman in organizing the meetings. He would also prepare a comprehensive agenda so that they will be focusing on all the problems that are listed in the agenda. He is also responsible to prepare the minutes of meetings because this is a written evidence of what has been discussed in the meetings. Therefore, by appointing a qualified secretary, it would definitely increase the efficiency of the audit committees in organizing the meetings. The next solution is Mentara Bhd should have a proper planning of the meetings. There should not be less than 4 meetings held during the year. This is to ensure that the company has a proper channel for the audit committees to meet and discuss all the issues related to the company.
Greetings, I am Nurin Dalila and I will be elaborating point number 3. The third issue that we have found in this case study is that the audit committee is lacking integrity. One of the audit committee members' role is to monitor the company's financial and internal controls, which is why it is important for them to have high integrity among themselves. Based on the case study given, we can see that Mentara Bhd's audit committee is willing to do anything just for the sake of getting their task done, which we can say that they are lacking in integrity. For example, they were so desperate of appointing an internal auditor. So, Johan, he said that they should have just appointed anyone to be the internal auditor. Hence, they appointed Malik to be one even though he is not qualified to do so. They also appointed Malik without consulting with the human resource department, which are the experts and the ones who should be responsible in hiring decisions. He opposed the idea of changing the internal audit system, and he still favored Malik, although Malik was a bit underperforming when he was carrying the task as an internal auditor. Then, they outsourced internal auditors for this, which they appointed Matt & Co. However, they did not carry any background checks on Matt & Co, which they should have done before appointing them. The audit committee did not follow any strong procedures when appointing Matt & Co. And they only finalized the appointment system within a month, which is why they encountered problems with Matt & Co after outsourcing them. There are few solutions that we have found for Mentara Bhd's audit committee to improve their integrity. First, Mentara Bhd's audit committee members need to make sure that they are knowledgeable with their job scope so that they can carry their respective tasks with integrity. The second solution is Mentara Bhd should implement a whistleblowing system for their employees to raise their concerns and lodge any complaints regarding anyone's actions in the organization that is concerning. By implementing whistleblowing system, the audit committee members will always make sure that they will carry their tasks respectfully with integrity. Third, Mentara Bhd should also implement a standard of procedures for the audit committee members whenever they want to make an important decision. To avoid bias and dishonesty, the audit committee should appoint an internal auditor that is not related with any of the board of directors or anyone in the organization. Since Mentara Bhd is a public listed company, it is even better if they can get public approval in regards of appointing the internal auditor. And that is all from me. Thank you, Dr. Aziz, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi, I'm Sergio. I'm the fifth presenter. The fourth issue that we found in the audit committee is there is a potential conflict of interest. In this case, Jalil holds two positions which are the CFO and audit committee, which might result in a potential of self-interest and self-review trade. One of the audit committee roles is to oversee the financial report, while CFO role is to optimize the financial performance of the company and present the financial report to the shareholder. However, due to Jalil is possesses the two positions in the same time, Therefore, he might not have a sound mind while performing his audit committee work to review the financial report and compromise on the work that was done by him as CFO. Besides, there is a potential self-interest trait as Jalil is the audit committee of the company and he might agree with the policy made by the top management, which the policy would bring benefit to him as a CFO but adverse to the company. Next, Datin Jamila has pursued Dato Johan to hire her nephew, Jaina, as an internal auditor. Appointment of Datin Jamila is biased as Jaina is her nephew and he was just a fresh graduate from Multimedia University, which does not have any working experience that is related to the internal audit work. Therefore, we can believe that the decision made is not best for the company. There are three solutions to solve and prevent the potential conflict of interest. First of all, Mentara Bhd could implement a whistleblower system in the organization. It's recommended to start communicating the whistleblower system to the employee. To encourage this system to run smoothly, the company needs to communicate to the employee that there is the existing law, Whistleblower Protection Act 2010, to protect them, and they can report anonymously at any time and anywhere they like. Next, the second solution is that the Mentara Bhd should make a policy that requires all the employees to declare any relationship that might cause a potential of conflict of interest. For example, Jamila and Jalil are required to make a statement of oath to declare interest. The purpose of statement of oath is for employees to declare any independent issue. It's important to declare interest as it might influence the decision making of the stakeholder. For example, it might influence the board's decision whether to hire Jaina as an internal auditor. Last but not least, the third solution is Mentara Bhd should allow Datin Jamila and Jalil to only hold one position. But doing so not only can increase the transparency of the company, but can improve the company to go further. It's because they can focus more on their role to either become an audit committee or top management of the company. Research found that people who possess two positions might not perform well, as multitaskers will have more distraction than people who only focus on one task at a time. And that's all from me. I'll pass to the next presenter.
In conclusion, what we have found is that Mentara Bhd has actually selected the wrong candidates to hold the positions of audit committee, as they seem to prioritize family members ahead of those candidates who actually hold the proper skills and knowledge in order to perform the expected duties. And because of this, it would lead to other issues such as lack of commitment, lack of integrity, and also potential conflict of interest. Therefore, the solutions that we have proposed mainly revolves around maintaining the effectiveness of the audit committee, with main solutions such as having a company policy to select proper candidates, hire a company secretary to manage documentations and meetings, and to report unethical behavior through whistleblowing. We truly hope that Mentara Bhd could actually take these suggestions seriously, as it will help them to revitalize the audit committee, as more independent and objective decisions can be made, as this will help them to continue grow as a company and to continue building trust with the public. With that being said, we've actually come to the end of our presentation. We, Team Bad Genius, would actually like to thank you for taking your time to watch this video to the very end. And with that, thank you and have a good day ahead. Bye.